Hello, guys and dolls. Welcome back to Conversations with Zelia. I'm your hostess, but the mostest, Zelia Lorraine. And it's been 5 months since I last spoke with you guys. And let me tell you, it's the last 5 months have been a journey, and I'll leave it at that. So, if you don't know what I've been doing for the past 5 months, I've been in some had a lot of ups and downs lately and a bit in a depressive rut, though I've managed to get out of it. So that's what I've been doing for the past 5 months and left you starving without some content. Hopefully I'll start making new content real soon. And in today's video, we're going to discuss some things. This might not be a long video, but just stay tuned. The first thing I'll talk about, which is a mini story time, was how I got ratioed on Threads, but not because of what you think. So the story was a few months back. I made a hot take post on Prince having it easier than Michael Jackson in the entertainment industry, and when I made that post, I got a lot of Prince fans saying, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Prince literally fought with Warner over his music, yada yada yada." Like, yeah, yes, we know that Prince had troubles in the industry, much like a lot of black music artists. What I was referring to was the public perception of Prince and Michael and how they were perceived publicly. Because you see how people hype up and glaze Prince as this super genius that played 20 something instruments and write and produce his own music, while they reduce Michael to a song and dance man-child, which that wasn't the case. Michael was more than a song and dance man-child. He literally owned half of the music industry and purchased the Beatles catalog, half of which is now owned by Sony, which is a shame. Wrote songs from other artists and wrote and produced his own music. Michael's in the Songwriters Hall of Fame for a reason. But I got ratioed over an unpopular opinion, and there was only like a few people that got what I meant, but there's others that didn't read what I stated afterwards. It just jumped to conclusions and stuff, and that experience kind of marked me on just how toxic social media is. To check out the post, just go on Threads, and it's pinned on my account. And that's pretty much stopped me from making any posts, as far as I know, on certain topics. I really don't post a lot on Threads or Blue Sky, which I rarely use. So, moving on. As for upcoming projects slash videos, I will come out with a video on Defying Temptations. I know that I'm going to make a video on Defying Temptations, and that's the first thing to come out. The first video to come out after my break. A probable video discussing the life and legacy of one Jenny Rivera, which, for those who do not know who she is, she was a well-known Banda singer known for her trials and tribulations, who unfortunately passed away in a plane crash in 2012, which some people have theorized was murder. And pretty much in the video, I'm pretty much going to bring up her life story, her tumultuous personal life, her singing career, and her legacy, and thoughts of regards to her family. And last but not last but not least, because I still have more to say, a review on the MichaelMovie. I know I'm definitely going to do a review on the MichaelMovie that may or may not be solo. And pretty much in the review, I'm pretty much going to discuss pretty much recap and review the MichaelMovie. It's going to have some spoilers for sure. And pretty much, not only I'm going to discuss the Michael movie, but I'm pretty much going to discuss my thoughts in regard to the part 2, since it's been confirmed, or not, pretty much confirmed that we're going to have a part 2. So stay tuned for that. And you want to know my real thoughts on the Michael movie. I am hyped, but at the same time, I'm reserved. I have some reservations in regards to the movie, considering that we all know there's going to be a part 2. And we all know the first half is pretty much going to be American Dream, but with Michael as the lead. And then the reservations is pretty much how they're going to portray Michael in certain aspects of his life. Are they going to portray him as a multifaceted figure, or are they going to portray him as a Peter Pan-esque man-child? Are they going to tackle the allegations as a frame-up or as extortion plots? Which, while they were extortion plots, they were all linked back to the frame-up. Are they going to discuss his personal life? Are they going to, that's what the reservations I have for the movie. But all in all, I'm pretty much, from watching the teaser and then the trailer, I'm pretty much hyped over this biopic. And from what I've seen, Jafar, I'm amazed by Jafar's portrayal of Michael so far. And Jafar is literally, oh God. Jafar is literally getting under the skin of a lot of these entitled as MJ impersonators, like E. Casanova and Fabio. I swear, the drama with these MJ impersonators, which is another topic or video in itself, it's, oh God. It's off the chain, and I'll leave it at that. And last but not least, more interviews or chats. I would like to interview more people for my YouTube channel. There probably could be other YouTubers. I'm not sure about celebrities because I don't know how to contact a celebrity for a interview. But I am thinking about doing more interviews or chats, but I don't know who to do them with. But I am open to interview and chat with anyone. So, and if you want to if you want an interview with me or a chat with me, just be sure to send an email at CWXpodcast@outlook.com. So I'm just putting it out there. The next thing discusses what I'm watching at the moment. And there are 3 things I'm watching at the moment, which is Courage the Cowardly Dog, which I've been binge watching for a few days on Tubi. And I'm on midway through season 3. Amores de Fin de Siglo, which is on VIX. And Anubreza Jumor, which I'm watching on Novaflix. And anyone knows me knows that I love a lot of cartoons, and Courage the Cowardly Dog is one of my favorite cartoons. And then with Amores de Fin de Siglo, which is a 1995 Venezuelan telenovela, I'm really enjoying the storylines, though the one storyline that's awkward is the one with Ezekiel the priest and Lihana the streetwalker, which is a compelling but awkward storyline because it's a forbidden love storyline between a priest, a Jesuit priest, and a streetwalker, though she pretty much left the corner at this point of what I'm watching. And then another compelling story is Luna, Ezekiel's sister, who was framed on a drug charge and got her baby stolen from her in prison, raised with the father who wanted to raise her with another woman. And pretty much little by little, Luna, she eventually develops a bond with her daughter and pretty much gains custody of her, which causes the dude father to become big mad and he pretty much whole ass kidnaps Lucia, which leads to a big standoff between the police and him and his cohorts, which leads to the same woman that pretty much he raised Lucia with murdering him. Bet you didn't see that coming, but then again, it is a telenovela after all. But yeah, I'm enjoying Amores de Fin de Siglo so far, and I'm debating whether to watch next. Either Por Estas Calles, which is a legendary Venezuelan novella that's literally 500 something episodes long. It'll probably take a month or two for me to get through watching that. But Por Estas Calles, it's very relevant. It's a very relevant, iconic novella also from Venezuela. And Los Honores de Anita Pina, which I hope I pronounced that correctly, which is also from Venezuela. Those are the two choices I'm planning on debating on which to watch after finishing Amores de Fin de Siglo. It's either Por Estas Calles or Los Amores de Anita Pena. So it's debating hard to choose. Though more likely I'm going to watch, more may choose Por Estas Calles just to check it out of curiosity. Though it's probably going to take me a month or two to binge watch it. But all in all, that's what I've been watching the last couple days. I forgot to talk about A Nobreza de Amor, which I watched the first episode. I've yet to watch the other two episodes, and everything about A Nobreza de Amor is absolute novella. The visuals were stunning. Everything about it was stunning. The visuals, the script, the scenery. And for those that don't know the story of A Nobreza de Amor, it tells the story of an African princess from the fictional kingdom of Batanga who is forced to flee to Rio Grande do Norte in Brazil with her mother after Gendel, the prime minister, causes pretty much steals her father's throne in a coup. And pretty much in Brazil falls in love with a worker named Tonyo. But as with a lot of Brazilian telenovela love stories, but deal with obstacles in regards to another dude who's fighting for her affection and his jealous fiance, who are played by Ruda in the remake, Mariana from Mania de Você and Haneser, respectively. I'm sorry I forgot their character names that quick. But yeah, that's what I have been watching for the past few days. All in all, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And be sure and stay tuned for my Fighting Temptations review. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.